What up, Buckeye Nation? Welcome to the Buckeye Boys, where we talk about college football with real fans. Got a big time show scheduled for you guys tonight. I appreciate everybody being here. I know we're a little late tonight, not a normal show time, but hey, you got to get in where you fit in sometimes, and this is what we do. So, got a little bit of a recruiting show for you. Got a big time guest on. Number one offensive lineman out of the state of Ohio, Khalil Johnson, joining us tonight. Pull him up in a moment. But in the meantime, you guys know what to do already. If you could hit that like button for me, hit the subscribe button as well. Super chats are open. See, we got a new member already. A couple things to read tonight. We'll get to that towards the end of the show. But first half, going to be interviewing KJ, hearing his story. Buckeye fans, get tuned in, get in that chat, get talking. Second half of the show, got a Buckeye parent joining us. Epi's dad coming on here. We're going to talk some Buckeye football. But without further ado, one of the best tackles in the 2027 class, KJ. KJ, how you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing great. Tonight, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you joining. I know that especially this day and age, KJ, with recruiting, when you are, I don't pay too much attention to recruiting rankings, but you're a top 100 kid in the rankings. Some sites have you a little lower than that. But when you watch your film, it's very obvious you are already one of the most sought after tackles in this class, and that's just going to continue to go up. So I know your schedule is slammed, packed, busy. So appreciate you joining the show, man. We Buckeye fans are excited to get to know you. Know you haven't made a decision yet. We respect that. Every kid's got to choose the right school. But as you know, man, we are praying that you become a Buckeye one day. But we'll dive into it a little bit, KJ. So listen, you're a big-time football player now, man. Just starting your, in the middle of your high school career, about to make a decision on your college career. But this had to start somewhere. I always get curious as to how people fell in love with football, because when you're a player of your caliber, you have to put a lot of work in outside of the games, outside of practice, like in your free time. And if you're doing at it means you love football. So how did you get into it, man? Did your family play a bunch of football? Just tell us that story. When did you start playing, and how'd you get into the sport?
So back probably fifth grade, sixth grade, my dad asked me, do I want to play a sport? I said, yeah. And he said, out of these two sports, which one I want to play? And I said, I'll play football and basketball. All right. So that's why
Yeah,
football.
I love it, man. Did you any family members played football when they were growing up in any way?
On my grandma's side, I think I had an uncle that played in the NFL for the Eagles. I don't clearly remember his name because I never really met him, but
Yeah,
a couple family members that played in college.
yeah, I got you. So when we get on these websites, man, every website has you at a different height and a different weight. If you don't mind sharing with us, psycho Buckeye fans that love to follow recruiting as close as I do, can you let us know where you're sitting at now, your height and weight at the tackle position? That's something pretty important these days. Where are you sitting at?
Sir, right now I'm saying 6'8". Last time I weighed myself, I was about 317, 320.
Golly, bro. 6'8". How old are you?
I just turned 17 in October.
That's wild, man. That's wild. How long you been this big? Like, when have you always been like a bigger kid, or was there one specific year when you really just like shot up?
Like I just always been a big kid. Like crazy thing is, I was a preemie when I was a baby. So like I was
Oh,
real small, right? But I know in first grade I was tall as my mom, and she's like 5'10", 5'11". So I
yeah,
just yeah,
yeah. Shot up, man. Hey, you tall now, dude. Watching your film and stuff, seeing the length of your arms, all that. I mean, your prototype tackle, right? That's why Ohio State after you so hard, all these other places. But you said you got started playing football at a young age. What are some of the positions that you played, and did you? did you fall in love with the game that young? Like when you started playing, was it a progression, or maybe you didn't like it at first and you kind of fell in love with it? So talk to us about that a little bit.
Okay, so let's start with the first positions I played. I played
Okay.
tight end, I played defensive tackle, I played DN, I played guard, and I played offensive tackle. Left tackle.
Yeah.
At first, I really didn't like football. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
I low key hated it, but
Yeah.
like my dad loves football so much, I wanted to play it, right? Make him proud, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I always loved basketball, and then I start getting older. I'm pushing people to the ground, laying on them. I'm like, this is fun now, right?
Yeah.
So it started getting real fun for me. It's
Yeah.
still
Yeah. 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 Nah, dude, I can tell watching you play. Like when you get to the level that you're playing, like I played basketball growing up, right? And like I know I was never some big time recruit or anything, but I knew the work that got put in behind the scenes. If I didn't love basketball, there was no way I would have put that work in. So, right, whatever it took to get the passion to where you are now, you're pretty good at what you do, bro. And to hear all those positions that you played, a lot of different experiences there, right? When did you kind of start leaning towards the offensive line? When did some of your coaches that you have like start specifically putting you in the offensive line and saying, "Hey, this is probably where your future is going to be"?
so basically, played for the Eagles, I think, and when I first started, and
Yeah.
and they was like, I'm the biggest kid, so I got and I played defense too, and I'm happy I got the number 15 too, so that was lucky cool.
Yeah. I got to tell you something, bro. Number 15 is my favorite number. I was born January 15th, so in basketball, I always wanted 15. That's my number. So it's a pretty good number to pick, man. Dude, and in football these days, obviously with nil involved, the transfer portal, things have stepped up a notch. The decision for kids now, there's been a lot of pressure added to it. Some people might say, yo, this is a lot of pressure for a 16, 17, sometimes 18-year-old kid to make a decision. You got so many things pulling you different directions. How do I know what to focus on? How do I know what to not listen to? How do I know who to listen to, who to take advice from? If there's a pattern that I see in big time recruits that are successful in the couple years I've been doing this now, it is that they have a support group around them that is top notch. That is A100, got nothing but your goodwill in their mind. Like they want to help you make the decision that is truly and honestly best for you in every single way. Like you got a bunch of categories you're looking for, right? For the school that you're looking for and where you want to go in life. Man, you got to have some help. You got to have some parents, some coaches, all that. So speak to us about that a little bit. What's your support group look like? How big is it? Maybe name drop a couple names out there if you want to, and some people that have guided you along this path you're on.
All right, so I feel like the people that guided me is obviously my family, my mom, my stepmom, my dad, my uncles, my brothers, my cousins. This, I got a pretty good support group. It's pretty big, Everybody
Yeah.
got so, you know.
Yeah. That's good, man. Are there things that you do now? Like, some people are different, right? But when, let's say you're practicing for Archbishop, right? They do the weight training, they do the whole things. Do you do anything outside of that? Do you go to other coaches, any weightlifting outside of the program that they have you on in particular? Like even in the off season, right? Are you there yet to where you're really trying to get your craft down and focus on it?
Right, so out of, training with my school, I low key just work out with my dad. I used to have a trainer. I used to work out with like almost every day before I came to Moeller, right? And while I'm still at Moeller, but when
Yeah.
I came in through the summer, I was working out with him like almost every day. So working on my footwork, really trying to get my bench press back up.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I know. you get long arms like that, the bench press can get a little difficult for you. I do know that. I've lifted with a couple guys that got big old long arms, and but when you get that down, get that strength down with them long arms like that, and be even more unstoppable than you already are. So you play for Archbishop now, man. Talk to us about your season so far. We had a brief discussion about that. You're about to go into the second round of the playoffs. How's your season going so far? Do you like where your development's at? Do you like how your season is played? And talk to us about what you're looking forward to for the rest of the season here.
Really, I think the season's going great. I feel like we lost a couple of games that we shouldn't have lost. I feel like I'm developing well. I got great coaches around me. Like I got coaches that should be in the NFL or in college football right now, coaching at big places, teaching me how to be better at my game. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good, man. Have those coaches around you to develop you. They know what they're talking about. It's all you can tell the kids that have a good support group around them and good coaches them teaching them the correct technique and all that. It's very obvious when you go and watch film. So having a big time year, like you said, in the playoffs. But take us back to this moment, man. Right? You haven't always been, or maybe you have, but you haven't always been like where you are now in terms of all these schools after you. So where did that start? How old were you when you got your first offer, and who was it, if you can remember?
Okay. This is back when I played at Taft my freshman year. I think I was 14 or 15. I remember because I was working out and Toledo was in there, right?
Hmm.
Right, and I was just really pushing myself. So like,
Yeah,
I was
they in there. Yeah,
treating me pretty good,
yeah,
right? They started me doing my middle of my workout. I got that offer. Right? I think that was my third one, but I think my first one was Boston College and UMass. Yeah,
dang,
yeah.
really?
I,
That,
I first three offers was my freshman year, and then all the other offers came in my sophomore year, and then last five or six came in through this year.
yeah. Now, I remember, dude, I remember hearing your name. I'm pretty crazy in this recruiting world. I love watching the development of kids such as yourself. I love understanding the support groups you guys have, and seeing how far you go in life, man. It's something that it motivates me, man. And we do these shows so other kids, right, younger than you that maybe have the same goals that you have, they can watch this, they can learn things from it. It can motivate them and teach them that, hey, as long as, right, you stay focused on your goals, you can accomplish it. Was there a certain time in your football career to this point where you just had to be pushed by somebody around you, where you weren't sure where it was going to go? It was getting rough, you were thinking, man, I might not want to do this. Has that been a time for you? And this can be a testimony for these kids out there that are going to go through some rough times to help push through this thing and keep grinding it out.
Yeah, so probably the end of my sophomore year, I just football wasn't really fun at that time because I'm transitioning to a new team. All my old teammates hate me. Not all of them, but most of them do.
Yeah, dang, man.
And
Yeah.
I didn't tell them I was leaving. I didn't tell my coaches because I don't know what to say to them.
Yeah.
So it was like that was probably my lowest moment. Not gonna lie,
Yeah.
but after summer, I went to some camps. I was like, man, like I gotta forget about that. Like I gotta work. Like
Hmm.
I gotta be the best I can be in this world. You
Yeah.
know.
Amen, bro. Well, shout out to you for pushing through that stuff, dude. Being a teenager these days with all this social media stuff and everything. Oh my goodness. I don't know how, right? Especially, somebody of your stature and in this recruiting world, gonna get thrown things left and right. So keep pushing like you are, man. But back to before I dive into the Ohio State specific recruiting things, which I'm sure a lot of people are excited to hear about, where that relationship is going and stuff like that. I want to ask you this, man. Growing up in Ohio, did you watch a lot of college football? And if you did, who were you watching?
Honestly, when I was growing up, I didn't watch no football. I just played.
Gotcha.
But I started watching football my probably beginning of sophomore year, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I ain't gonna say too much.
No, say it, bro, dude. You're cool, man. You just say what it is, bro. You probably, I mean, if it's a team up north, it's a team up north. If that's who you watch, that's who you watch. You know, it is what it is, bro.
But I think I started watching UC because like it was close. And I started
Hmm.
Ohio State. I started watching teams like Georgia, Tennessee, Florida, Alabama, schools. So I was like,
Yeah. Looking around and looking at all these other schools. Yeah, for sure, man. But so obviously, right? I know you camped at Ohio State. I know that Ohio State is in communication with you a lot right now. Seems like they're recruiting you pretty hard. When did the Ohio State first reach out to you, and who was it?
first, I think I remember going to camps my freshman year to Ohio State, but I think some recruiter sent me some info to my coach at the time, Tyler Willis,
Hmm.
right? So it was like he brought me up there with a couple other guys. Had a great time. But think, yeah, I think
Yeah. Uh,
I,
how many times you? How many?
hmm?
Sorry. Go ahead.
I said I've been to a lot of camps at Ohio State. I think I've been 3 or 4. I've been up there probably 6 times. Not
Oh,
gonna lie.
okay. Yeah, yeah. Visited quite a bit. Man, when you go on those visits, what are some things that really catch your eye about the program in particular?
Bro, like how the managers act, how the coaches act, how the players act. Like, what are they doing different? Are they goofing around? Are they taking it serious? Are they having
Hmm.
fun? Or are they just really serious? See, like, I'm just trying to know how the college experience is like. So,
Yeah, yeah. When you, especially last year, man, when you watch this Ohio State team, you watch them win the national title. You watch what they're doing this year. When you're watching on the field, it just seems like they're a little bit different, right, than others. And you know, a lot of programs go through different hoop ups and downs and valleys throughout the years. Last 25 years, for sure, Ohio State has always been there, and they've always preached this culture thing. And you watch last year, you watch the faith aspect of this team. It's something I'm always intrigued about to ask recruits a little bit of. So the faith aspect, their baptisms they do, the players, the prayers before the game, the faith that they have in Jesus. Is that something that pulls you towards the program? Is it something that, you know, if you were to commit there, you would enjoy and you would like to be around?
yeah, I think having a connection with God is very important. Like, I just started building my connection. Like, my connection at one point wasn't that strong, honestly.
Yeah.
My mom started reading Bible scriptures to me, started going to church a lot. So so I see like a team just always connecting with God. I think that's pretty cool. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it is, man. When I sit here and I see, you know, kids like you, the opportunity that you have, and just to sit back and you know, to know Jesus myself, and just to see the and know the plans that He has for you, the plans to prosper you, not to harm you, and the fact that He has given you this role and this opportunity because He knows you can handle it, because He knows you can be a light shining for some of these kids that are in dark places, because we know this world is full of dark times, and they can look at somebody like yourself succeeding and getting offers from Ohio State and all these places. So man, keep that up, man. Keep digging, keep trying. It's always going to be a valleys and mountains, man. Valleys and mountains, but praise Him through all of it, dude. I appreciate you sharing that with us. So as of right now, man, right? Who would you say are the teams that are recruiting you the hardest as of right now? I know we're early in your recruitment, got a long way to go, but as of right now, who are some of the teams that are really pushing for you?
That's really pushing me. That's a lot of teams. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah, I figured.
Ohio State, Notre Dame, Florida, Oregon, or Purdue, Boston College, West Virginia, Michigan.
A big old list, dude. You could probably
Eh,
keep going forever and ever
it's-
and ever, dude.
I get a text message from NC State every day.
They trying, bro. They trying, dude.
Hey
They're
man,
trying hard. Yeah,
constant. There's just so many schools. The name is just hard.
yeah.
Honestly, I
Bro, what's that like, dude? What's that like to be in the position you're in, knowing that all these schools want you, right? KJ, they want you to come to their program very badly and play football for them. What's that like? What's that mentality like, man?
okay. I forgot about one school. I forgot about UC.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. I do love UC. I ain't gonna lie. I do love UC.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your question. What is it like getting recruited by all these different places, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that was it.
It's low-key amazing. Like, I feel like I'm kind of somebody. I'm important, you know.
Yeah.
Like, it's honestly, it's
Yeah.
really like an experience you will never have again, for real.
Yeah. It's a once in a lifetime thing, man. I love having the opportunity to talk to recruits like you and get to hear a piece of that story and a piece of that journey. And, I went to an SFE event, this past year and got to see the recruits. And I'm just like, dang, dude, this is such a blessing for these players that have this opportunity to go through these things. So awesome to hear, man. Awesome to hear that you're loving this situation. So, as of right now, man, what's the relationship like with Ohio State in particular? Who is it that talks to you? How often they talk to you? Just share whatever it is you want. Maybe some things that, well, I guess we already talked about the visits, but yeah, what's that relationship like with Ohio State right now?
The relationship is great. Like, they treat me like I'm one of them, honestly. Like,
Yeah,
I have the strongest connection with Coach Bowen in the office when I coach. Like, he treats me as I'm one of his players. Like, I'm one of his guys. Like, he's just a great dude, man. He's cool to talk to. I talk to him probably like not as often, but probably like twice a week. Like, I can text him at any time and he'll text back. Like,
yeah,
we be having simple conversations. Like, that's definitely my guy. Like, I love Coach
yeah.
Bowen.
Love that, man. I talked to Maxwell Hiller, right? The 2026 offensive lineman committed to the Buckeyes, and he said that Coach Bowen is just so relatable. You know what I mean? He could just talk to him, just felt like known him for quite some time, super easy to talk to, super easy to get along with. Does it sound on par with who Coach Bowen is as a person?
Yeah, he's a great dude, man. He's
Yeah.
like he won't sugarcoat nothing to you. He will tell you the straight up truth. What you need to get better at, what you need to do, how things are done, what they're gonna do, how they're gonna keep on recruiting you. Like, he's just
Yeah. Gotcha. Well, when you look at Ohio State, I'm sure you have a list. So, what is that list that you have when you're looking at these colleges? I don't know if you've narrowed your list down, right? Some people like to, right, go through it 12 teams, 10 teams. I'm not asking for you at the end. I'll ask maybe if you have a list or whatnot, but I'm talking the college in general. What are you looking at? Development, culture, nil. What is the order of things that you're looking at when you're going to go make this decision with you between you and your family?
um things I'm looking at is the students of the college, how's it like on campus, how the players like it, what's their environment like how's it like living there, you know, how do coaches really treat the players, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
I've always hold it. When I've been to a couple games this year, and the thing I keep a close eye on is like when players aren't on the field, how are they interacting right with these coaches, man? And to watch like Coach Keenan Bailey, Coach Bowen, Matty G, Tim Walton, all those guys with how they relate and talk to their players, you see them. The players go to the coaches' houses, right, and have dinner with them, introduce them to their family, all that. So it is, man. You hear about that Buckeye brotherhood from the outside in. explain to me what you have seen about that Buckeye brotherhood, and is it something that you could see yourself being a part of one day?
Honestly, I do see myself being a part of that brotherhood. It's great.
Mhm.
Like, it's so cool how they're connecting. Like they're just not like yeah, I coach you, whatever, blah blah blah. Like I had
Yeah.
coaches like they don't mess with you for real. They're just there to coach you. Like
Yeah.
coach these coaches actually care about you. Like
Yeah.
that like be a part of their family. Like you are a part of that family. You know?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've heard about. It starts from the top down. Coach Day, you see how involved he is with mental health and how, he says the number one most important thing is to, help these kids be men first, right? And number two is football. It's like they put you guys above the football because playing for Ohio State, especially right now, you don't get on a higher stage. You know what I mean? You can't play for somewhere else that has any more pressure than Ohio State. That's the program. Like a certain recruit I talked to earlier this week said, it feels like the Ohio State era, right? Where they're kind of taking this thing over, dominating on the field and off the field, APR, right? Their grades, the number one as well in college football right now. And you don't hear a bunch of crazy things going on in the program. So it's kind of cool, man. But as you're going through this process, you see, right, Kellen and Mason, there's a two offensive line from the state of Ohio just committed to the Buckeyes the other day. They chose commit a little bit earlier. What are you looking at in your timeline? Do you have a specific date? Are you going by feel? When you're ready, you're ready. Do you have a specific time or roundabout time you're looking to hopefully make your final decision?
Um honestly, I was gonna pick a school a couple weeks ago. Like
Yeah?
I was
Dang. Ready, huh?
but I'm like my dad's telling me to keep my options,
Yeah.
like look at other schools. Like he's a Ohio State fan, but he wants what's best for me, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, like I'm gonna listen to my dad. Like I'm gonna look at these other schools, I'm gonna
Yeah.
see what school fits for me,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
what does this school have that this school don't, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. Probably your dad sounds like a wise man. So he's a Buckeye fan. What about more family members? You got a lot of family members that are Buckeye fans, bro?
Almost my whole family. Half for some are UC, the rest are Buckeyes. It's like one Michigan. All right,
Ooh. Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I mean, it's cool, like
Yeah.
like
Yeah, yeah.
like I love any school that give me the opportunity. Like
Yeah,
I
for
don't
sure.
know, you know. So,
Yeah. Well, dude, yeah, it's awesome to hear, man. Obviously, I'm a Buckeye fan. I've watched your film. I did a show on you not too long ago, and I said very clearly, it's probably like 6 months ago, my number one want in the state of Ohio is you, KJ. I want Johnson to come here, be an offensive tackle at Ohio State. But obviously, we know, sounds like you're in a position, you got a great support group around you that can help guide you in making that decision. And it sounds like, hey, once you've looked at all your options, you're going to go to the place that best fits you, man. And that's ultimately what you need to do. Hopefully that's the Buckeyes one day. But I got a question from one of our avid listeners, Steely, in the chat. He always asks this question. Every recruit I've ever had on this show has always answered this question. It's the most important one, the most stressful one. It's kind of a big deal. You don't have to answer it if you don't want to. What's your favorite food? I was being sarcastic about the pressure. What's your favorite food, brother?
favorite food is honestly gotta be steak tacos or nachos.
Oh,
You, you just
yeah.
can't just tacos in general, honestly.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
burgers are cool, pizza is cool, chicken is cool, salmon. Yeah, it's okay.
The steak tacos, though, the steak tacos get you.
Steak too, steak in general.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I'm on a steak kick right now. I grew up on a Black Angus beef farm, so I
Mhm.
kinda got sick of steak a little bit, But now, dude, you just cannot beat a good ribeye, man. You just can't do it, man. Medium rare. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I like it anyway. It is. I'm getting hungry, dude. I'm getting hungry talking about it.
Man,
But
well,
yeah,
I answer that question that you asked. When I'm going to commit, I think. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to commit my senior year after football season, or probably
okay,
my last game. Like
yeah,
if I lose a game and like in the playoffs next year, that's probably the day I'm gonna commit. The day after,
gotcha.
but
Okay,
football season next year.
okay. You got to take your time a little bit. Look at all your options, man. I know that I talk to people from Ohio State as well. I know they'll keep recruiting you hard. I'm going to be following your career, your recruiting process as well. You got an open invitation on this show. I'll reach back out at a later date when things are picking up a little bit, see if we can get you back on. You're always welcome to commit on this channel. If you ever feel like you want to come on and you're going to pick the Buckeye,
Mm, You cut
dude,
out.
I seriously appreciate you sharing.
You
Sorry.
cut out. You
Oh,
cut.
okay.
Yeah, I didn't hear what most of you said. Last thing I
I
heard.
said,
You're welcome to commit on this channel. That's the last thing I heard.
yeah. If you ever need a place to come on and you want to do a live commitment, you're always welcome here, man, to come do that. But I'll keep in touch with you, bro. Later on the recruiting process, get you back on here. But for real, I appreciate you sharing everything that you did. My hope is that other recruits, other players can watch this, learn something from it, and use it as motivation to keep grinding this thing out, man, because this world has so many avenues that can lead you down the wrong path. Sounds like you are surrounded by a group of people that are not going to let you go down that path. And it's got your eyes facing up, man, to the one that matters. Love to hear that out of your life as well. So, Buckeye fans, going to be following you around. Go check him out. Go check out his social media as well. Show him that love. Show him that support. Show him what he can get. Becomes a Buckeye, man. A lot of fans. Be following you around everywhere, brother. But I appreciate you for joining the show, man.
Oh, I got one thing. I got one more thing to say.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I was at the Ohio State versus Penn State game. The fans were amazing. Like
Yeah.
I was just walking right to get down to the field after the game. This guy stopped me and he knew everything about me. Like I was amazed. Like I had my little like lanyard or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Little thing. Like only thing it said on there was just my name and he knew everything.
Yeah.
Like I had to say his name because that
Yeah.
little made my day. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm telling you, I'm one of them fans. If I ever run into you at a game or something, you best believe I'm coming up, shaking your hand, and saying what's up to you, bro. So that's the thing about Ohio State fans, man. We are very loyal to our Buckeyes, and we support not all of us through thick and thin. Most of us through thick and thin, though. We're going to be here, man. Love on our players, help push them throughout their careers, dudes. Appreciate you sharing that, man. Appreciate you coming on. I'll get in touch, get you back on here in the future, get an update from you, and go from there, brother. I appreciate you joining the show again. I just gotta throw this out there, bro. You do what you do, but I gotta give you a go Buckeyes OH.
Yes, sir.
He's not gonna do it. He's holding off for now. That's all right, brother.
Yes, sir, man. Man, thank you for having me, man. I can't wait to be back on the show, man. You can text me anytime. I
Yeah,
answer. I'm not one of them people that think they too famous. Like I'm just a regular human. If someone
cool, man.
I'm gonna text back. Someone follow me, I'm gonna follow back. Like
Yeah.
you
That's
know,
awesome to hear, bro. Appreciate you, man. That means a lot as a YouTuber and as a Buckeye fan, too. Love that about you, bro. Keep that up, man. Don't let anything drag you down. Keep the same attitude you got now, man. It's a great interview, great person to talk to. Love your personality, man. Your parents did a heck of a job raising you, man. I'm excited to follow your career for real. You keep up this attitude, man. The sky is the absolute limit for you, brother. I'll catch you next time. All right, my man?
catch you next time. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Stay blessed, bro.
You as well.
Well, there it is, Buckeye fans. number one offensive lineman in the state of Ohio. Chill, bro. Chill, laid back, love it. Big time football player, gonna take his time with his decision. Whole family loves Ohio State. That's a good sign, man. That's a good sign. I'm liking where this recruiting is. Coach Bowen, you hear how good he is, what he does, building those relationships. So great. I love it. I would be surprised if this went any other direction, but obviously we can be surprised. Aaron Thomas decommitted today, spoke to him a little bit. I'm not going to share too much there, but every kid's got to make the decision that's best for themselves. I appreciate him reaching out, letting me know what was going on, but things can change at the drop of a dime. But one thing that hasn't changed is we got a certain Buckeye on this team that's taking this thing to a new level. We got a certain family that's a part of this Buckeye brotherhood now that's taking it to a whole new level. This team is about to be half of his family is about to be on these Buckeyes. You look at the 26 class, we're after another one of his family members, the defensive lineman out of committed to North Carolina, some connection to North Carolina there. 2027 linebacker safety. 2028, there's more of them. V. Citinelli, what's up, my dude?
What it do? What it do, man?
You
How
know
you
what
guys
it is,
doing?
man. Bro, we blessed, man. We talking about the Buckeyes right now, sitting at 8-0. Got
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Heisman leader as a quarterback. Got number 6 Heisman in the race, J.J. Smith. It's a good time. Hoodies fire. Hats fire. Where
Thank
you
you.
at right now, bro? What are you doing? Tell us what
Um,
you're doing.
so I'm out here at I'm at my son's place right now, using the lobby area because he's doing homework. I don't want to bug him.
Yeah.
Other than that, man, I'm just here. It's cold as hell. uh, you look out the window, you're like, oh, it's sunny. Walk out, it's 50 something degrees, and it makes you go right back in the room and grab a sweater.
Bruh, dude, that ain't cold, man. That ain't
Hey,
cold.
where I come from,
It's
that's cold,
cold. Yeah. I'm
right?
gonna be honest with you, dude. I've lived in Florida for like 5 years now. My parents are here visiting right now. They're downstairs, and I think it was like maybe like 65 tonight. I went and played a softball game, and I'm sitting there all bundled up. My dad's got shorts on and stuff, so I'm starting to get there a little bit too. Living in Florida, losing that warm bloodedness I got, and the cold's
Uh,
affecting me a little bit more, dude. But you sitting there
so
kicking it
like
with
when we
Epi,
come,
you're gonna
like
be there.
In California, we have this thing where, you know, real ballers are considered cold weather badasses.
I love it, dude. I love
You
it,
know,
bro. Hey, dude, your son's in the right place to get that, man. I'm sure he ain't got a taste of it yet, but he's about to go through his first season where things are going to get a little cold. There's going to be some games and some practices where he's like,
yeah,
"Golly, dude, this is
sure.
intense." But bro, that's why you see all these Ohio recruits going on all these places all over the country and just dominating, doing good because they've been playing in this weather their whole life, bro. But dude, I'm
No, yeah, for
excited to
sure.
get you on here, man.
Yeah,
Excited to
yeah, man.
talk to
It's
you.
been a minute. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it has. We've been trying to set this up. You came on the show where you were driving the other day, didn't know your camera was on, but everybody saw you driving around. It's all good. I loved it.
Hey, that's what happens in California, man. When you're stuck in traffic, dude, you just like it becomes like a normal thing, right? And
Yeah,
I mean, when you're going 2 miles an hour
I
on a
know.
freeway, right? It's
Yeah.
just like literally, it took me almost 2 hours to get somewhere where literally can take me 30 minutes
Yeah. I
with no
feel you, dude.
traffic.
I've done a couple shows on my phone in the car as well. So, dude, I'm excited, man. You're there kicking it with Epi, obviously. Been
Yeah.
around him your whole life. Following his career as close as one possibly can, you being his dad, but you're there with him now. So tell me this, man. Your first impression, what is the thing that sticks out to you now about your son that you think this Buckeye program has brought out in him or made him better in this way or something? What do you think has changed in your son for the better because he is at this Ohio State program?
um, the continuous of his growth personally and his growth in his faith. You know, we are
Yeah.
as a family, we're a God-fearing family, and I will say that a few games that I have came to, you know, really don't get to talk to him a lot because he's football, school, like it's just busy for him, right?
Yeah.
And then when you actually sit down with him, we're talking, you can tell that the growth he's continuously growing as a young man and in his faith, right?
Yeah.
And that's all that myself, including his mom, wants for him, you know. Um,
Yeah.
but other than that, man, just he loves it. He enjoys the culture,
Yeah.
uh, and the fact that for him, it's his determination to be something great for his cousins to look up to, right?
Yeah.
And
The
letting
next
his
generation.
cousins know, like, we don't always have to stay home to continue greatness. We can find greatness everywhere else.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I remember the first interview I did with Epi. I bring this up literally all the time, but he asked me that. I told him my testimony and told him I moved from Ohio to Florida, and we get to the end of the interview, and he's like, "Man, I got a question for you." And I was like, "Oh, wow. Okay, nobody's ever done this before." And he was like, "Bro, how'd you handle your move? Do you think it was good for you to get out of your home area and try something new?" And my response to him was it was the best thing I've ever done in my life. Right? Minus
Yeah,
meeting Jesus, it was the best thing I've ever done because it put me in an uncomfortable situation. And
right.
change does not happen without uncomfortability. If you are
True.
comfortable in your life, there will never be any change whatsoever. So, right, having that
True.
conversation with him, man, it was really cool. And it's cool to see the success he has now. Weight he's put on, getting on the field as a freshman at all at Ohio State goes to show you the caliber of player that Epi is. You see the people in the room that are in front of him, the people that he has to grind out every day. They're his
Right.
brothers, but he's trying to take their spot. And when you got dudes like Kenyatta Jackson and Caden Curry that are in front of him, that's a high bar that's set for him to chase after. That's why a lot of these recruits come to Ohio State, because to be the best, you got to beat the best. And not only that, look who he gets to go up against in practice every day. I mean, our second string offensive line are dogs. The last time they were on the field, they marched down and scored a touchdown with ease. No problems at
Right.
all. So big time players coming there. So when Epi's on the field, he is going up against first round talent every single day, just growing him as a football player for sure. But then off the field, watching all he started a devotional thing that he does. I don't know how often he does it, but I've watched him do it from time to time. Super
Yeah.
inspirational, very well spoken person. So I'm excited, man, for what Epi's got
Yeah.
going on there. And I'm sure
No,
you are
man.
too. So what have you guys been doing in Columbus, man? Where's Epi taking you? What do you
Well,
think
you know
about
what? He
Columbus?
hasn't really. He, with football, we don't look to him to say, hey, take us here, take us there. So it's more kind of like just get in the car and see where this road goes. And it's a
Yeah,
great thing for Google Maps, right? Because you can map everything that's great in Ohio, right? Or in Columbus,
yeah,
that
yeah,
is. So, but other than that, man, I just for me myself actually, continuing my health journey, man. You know,
yeah,
so I get up every morning, of course, say a prayer, and then do what you gotta do, and then get my workout in, and then I like today I woke up, got a quick workout in, and then I walked 5 miles. You know, so
yeah.
I walked from his place to Ohio Stadium to High Street, all the way back down, and came back down to his house.
Golly. Yeah.
You know, and um, but other than that, man, it's Columbus is a great place, man. I will say, especially sometimes when I'm watching the game in the stadium, I get thrown off because I'm watching the fandom, and I'm like, holy Christ, man. Like,
Yeah.
like just just the people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but other than that, man, we haven't really been doing much. Just trying to just keep it simple, man. Not try to do too much.
Good.
Not try to take everything all in at one time. Then it becomes boring, right? So you kind of want to do it
Yeah.
one
Yeah. Yeah.
day at a time.
Yeah. Well, dude, time to get to the meat of it. We'll have a 10-minute discussion here to get off here so you can go spend some time with your son. I can go eat some dinner. But you were at the Penn State game, dude. You were there, right? Got to experience it. So before I ask you about the football aspect of it, me and you talk football every single day, it feels like. But let me ask you this: the environment, bro. You've been to some football games in your life, some USC games, I'm sure. What was the environment like at the Penn State game?
It's a more intimate environment, and when I mean
Oh, I like
intimate,
that.
it's the way the stadium is built is straight up, right? And it has more of a honing into the game type of atmosphere, where it's USC, it's just big. Nothing against my Trojans. You know what I mean? I've
Yeah,
been
we know.
Coliseum is my Coliseum,
Yeah, yeah,
but the intimacy that the fans have at Ohio State is just different because you can pack 105,000 people in that stadium, and everybody has an intimate feel of when they're watching the game,
yeah,
right? Especially where the families sit, right behind, the players.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
very, very intimate. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I love it, man. And a lot of my family members ask me, it's like, what's it like? Compare it. I was like, well, if we're gonna compare, it's Friday Night Lights versus any given Sunday,
Yeah,
right? Friday Night
I
Lights,
got you.
it's one town, one team. Any given Sunday, it's Hollywood at its finest.
Yeah,
You know. So,
yeah.
and
That's
of course, I'm always take the fandom, the intimate fandom uh, portion of it because you can see why a place like Columbus or just in Ohio in general is so enamored with the team because of the culture. You read about stuff even even me going through reading through the handbooks or just reading up about Ohio. Like the Woody Hayes era, like the the 5 national championships. In the '40s, like it's just different,
yeah.
right? And then where it's how do I say this? I love it, man. I believe that
Bro,
my son chose.
it's crazy. It's crazy. You're sounding like when I talk to these recruits. Sometimes I ask them that question for the first time, and they say what you just said. They're like, it's different. It's hard to explain, but it's just different, man. There's a
No, yeah,
different
no.
vibe there.
For instance, like when my nephew Pole came down here, right, for the Ohio game, when
Yeah,
he was down here for the Ohio game, and I said, explain it. Even his dad was like, it's just different. It's not. It's he goes when I say it's not USC, it's not a. It's better than what we expected, right?
yeah,
Like it's the fandom, and we talked about. It, I said, did it feel like the game was more intimate when watching it? He said, that's it. That's it.
yeah, yeah. That's what I like that when you use that to explain it. But hey, dude, we got a couple locals in the chat, right? And one of them wants me to ask you, what food? What are you craving? What do you want to go eat? What is something you want to try in there? And they're going to give us. They're going to give you they're going to give you a place to go check out.
Um, so I'm big on burgers.
Okay.
I'm big on just burgers, steaks, uh, barbecue. Like before I got
Okay.
on here, um, I made a White Castle run.
Yeah.
So I did on my way over there. Epi calls me. He's like, "Hey, Dad, can you give me this, this, and this?" I'm like, and I just kind of asked him, I said, "What's it like?" He's like, "It's our bakers. White Castles is compared to what we have out in California
Gotcha.
called Bakers, right? In
Yeah.
our area. And it's
Bro,
like,
I feel like every time I talk to an Ohio State player, they just got done eating White Castle or they're eating White Castle. Dude, I hear that all the time.
bro, I'm gonna say White Castle, you get your bang for your buck, baby.
It's good.
And
I
it's
love it,
good.
man.
And
Yeah.
it's good.
All right, let's do a quick synopsis real fast and hop off here, man. You were at the Penn State game. We know the outcome of it, 38-14. We know at halftime the score was 17-14. Give me your thoughts first offensively, then we'll talk about the defense. Shane, one of the locals, said you need to go check out German Village for some of that food.
Will do.
Yeah, there you go.
Appreciate you,
Look
man.
up
Thank
German
you.
Village. Yeah. So,
Offensively,
bro.
I love the fact that we took a lot of deep, big shots downfield.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
We're moving the ball downfield. Um, versus 7 or 8 previous games, just little screens here and there, in routes, out routes, right?
Yeah.
Penn State game was just like, okay, cool. We're gonna let you guys know this. Boom, down the field, right?
Yeah.
With JJ. Oh, you guys gonna roll your coverage over? Cool. Boom, down the field with Cornell. You understand what I'm saying? And like even
Yeah.
Bi got some action in it, so it just
Yeah, he
looked
did.
good. The run game got again. A lot of people will say stuff about the run game. Well, you gotta let it. You gotta let it look. You gotta allow it to grow because taking those deep shots allowed the run game to open up.
Amen. Yes, it did. Yeah. That's what I love seeing about it too, because you see that we watch that play out live in the game. You watch the deep shots, Jim Knowles' defense, they just were not able to stop it. And then eventually they had to play deep, right? Yeah, I had to add that in there. But they had to back up. They had to play deeper. Next thing you know, you see Bo Jackson open up a 57-yard run. But I got to give it to this coaching staff, man. The way that they have babied this season along, in particular, Julian saying, the way the Texas game, only goal, don't turn it over. Hey, we're not going to make you make any reads on RPOs. We're not going to give you the keys to the Lambo yet. We're going to let you sit in the passenger seat. I'll drive it. You sit in the passenger seat every once in a while, take the steering wheel a little bit, right? And now we watched the Wisconsin game, a lot of RPOs called, and then you watch this Penn State game. What we were being told from inside the Woody was, hey, dude, the keys are now given to Julian, saying, that's what I saw. And what it did is exactly what you said. It opened up that run game, man. You got to see Bo Jackson, the number 1 running back on the team. I think Isaiah West is number 2. I think he looks good. But when you got a receiving core like this and a quarterback like that, I'm not worried about the run game, brother. I'm just not.
So goes back to what we were talking about earlier. We talked about a few days ago, right?
Yeah.
A few of my guys got jumped on my back, and I just said, hey, let's call it what it is, man. There's no 2 tandems in the country better than the 2 that we have here in Ohio State.
No.
Right? I said, everybody can have all the yardage, all the numbers, all the stats you want. But if those stats don't do nothing for the team as a whole, you're just collecting numbers. You're playing the lotto without winning it.
There you go. I love that, bro. That's good.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it goes, and then you flip on the defensive side. Yeah, we gave up a few. Yeah, okay, I get the scores and stuff. Cool. But again, all of that, everybody's saying, well, you're fine. You're starting to see a little weakness over here and there. Look, bro, everybody's gonna bend. Eventually, they're gonna break here and there. But in 9 games, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Right? What are we talking about?
They gave up what, 50? Hold on. Let me get this straight. I got to do this real fast. I want to get this very precise here. So we can talk about this a little bit. Here we go. Where they gave up 55 rushing yards. They held them to 3.3 yards per play. They got 200 yards of offense total, and I believe and 60 of that came from the first half. So if
Half.
I got anything out of this defense, I didn't see much weaknesses. I saw a big time strength, and that strength was halftime adjustments.
Yeah.
Watch out, the rest of college football. Matt Patricia, Arvell Reese, Caleb Downs, Sonny Styles, K-Mac, Caden Curry, Kenyatta Jackson, Tywan Malone, Jalen
Yeah.
McClain, Jermaine Matthews, Devin Sanchez,
Hey,
Lorenzo Styles, and
Devin
Iggy is
Sanchez,
in the building.
he's gonna be that guy.
Yeah. Yeah, look at
Devin
this.
Sanchez is gonna be that guy for sure.
Only gave up 1 yard in the second half until Penn State last drive. Bro, I'm gonna be honest, bro. If I was a defensive end like your son, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the nation right now. Matt Patricia, the trajectory has this defense on, especially for defensive ends. We saw Kenyatta Jackson went to the coaching staff and said, I would love to get after the quarterback in the second half. And what did they do? They let him get after the quarterback. He had like 14. How many pressures did he have in that game?
I was waiting
7?
for I was waiting for him to get going all season.
Yeah.
And then when he did versus Penn State, okay, now that's what that's what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
Right?
Because he's been given, he's been, up until now, he was given the directive of don't give up the edge. That's it. He's very rarely has he been turned loose to get after the quarterback.
Yeah.
He was in the Penn State game. And now that we see that, now that that's on film, watch out, man. Watch out, because that's just another piece of this defense to add in, where you can have one of the linebackers scoot over and cover the edge and turn Kenyatta Jackson loose. You're going to be rushing from everywhere. Yeah.
I got just so much to say about everybody that's on that defense when I watched them on Saturday. Like, that defense plays, it's like a synchronized swimming team. That's how they play. It's body replaces body. That's all it is.
Yep.
Right? Again, man, I love what I'm seeing, man. And going back to what you're saying with my son, watching what he's seeing, it's going back to, in John, the greatest leaders are become the greatest followers.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, you're darn right. Yeah.
So
I like that.
My son has some good years to watch, developmentally, allow the physical trait to come with it. And when it's his turn, it's his turn.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about it, man. I just patience, man. Patience is the biggest part of life that people gotta really, 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 really practice.
Right? It is, man, and it's becoming a rare commodity in today's society. Yeah. Patience is a virtue. It's a gift from the Holy Spirit. It's a very precious thing that you have to be taught and you have to be open to. And it's no wonder that the society is pushing you away from patience. Microwave. Why? Because the second you do that is the second you're going to start going down a path of destruction.
True.
I don't know. That might be written somewhere. It might tell you that's going to happen, but I don't know. You can read for yourself. But I know in my life, when I wasn't patient and didn't sit back and enjoy the journey, man, I wish I could go back, bro. I wish I could go back, man. So yeah,
you
I
the same.
know, but I'm just blessed that the Lord opened my eyes and allowed me to see, at the age of, was I 28, 29, and able to sit back and just change my perception on life, dude. And, it's great to watch a program that is really good at football, but also really good at developing men and teaching them that lesson right there. Because the Buckeyes don't play, right? They don't play with that. They start in recruiting, right? If you are not a fit for the Buckeyes, they don't bring you in. Why? Because they care about who's already there. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to bring in somebody that could disrupt the culture that is built around raising these men the right way. If all it takes is one bad seed, you bring in one person. But if you surround right, like-minded people together in the room, that culture is going to stay strong. So that's Ryan Day's secret sauce. The secret is out. That's what it is. If you want to get a winning football program, especially in today's society, you better start with the culture and understand who you're bringing into your program, and not just the players you're bringing in, but the families you're bringing into this program as well, because that's the other thing. I mean, getting to know Epi, I was astonished. And by that time, I knew, hey, if Epi's this way, I already know what his parents are like. You know what I mean? They're very similar to the way that Epi is. And getting to know you, nail on the head, right? No wonder Epi is who he is. You have that same demeanor. You have the same spirituality. You have the same, you just, it's no wonder Epi is the way he is. But V, I appreciate you joining, bro. This is the second time of many times in the future that you will be joining this channel. Got to get you and Epi on here together one time after the season. Of course, when things have slowed down a little bit and get a little father-son interview going, that'll be pretty fun, man. But you got any final words for Buckeye Nation for now?
We're already one game into the second half of the season.
Yeah.
Let's just enjoy the ride and get where we're destined to be. And that's the national championship.
Amen, brother. I love it, dude. Well, again, dude, always enjoy talking to you. I'll catch you later for sure. Get you back on here. Go Buckeyes, brother. OH.
IO.
There you have it, Buckeye Nation. Got number one offensive tackle on the show tonight. Got V, Epi's dad, on the channel tonight to give you guys a little insight to what it's like to be a parent of an Ohio State defensive end, a freshman, his outlook on it, his views on it. He's there right now. He'll be there for the next couple of weeks chilling with the son. I love that. The trajectory of this Buckeye program going into the second half of the season, bruh, there's really not much to complain about, guys. Yes, we can dive into, the rushing game and all that stuff, but let's just be honest about it. The coaching staff, Ryan Day, these players, they are operating at a darn near flawless, capacity right now, especially when you take a step back, you look at the rest of the nation, and you look at Miami, and you look at some of these other schools that are supposed to be this, they're supposed to be that. It's kind of wild. But, bro, got a packed schedule of shows for you guys tomorrow at 8. Me and Funky going to be on here during the live CFP selection show. Tune in for that. Wednesday, I think Eric McFarland's coming on. Get Angelo Smith on here as well. Brady Edmonds is coming on. So, and I'm definitely missing some people. Jay Timmons going to be coming on, the corner, committed to Florida State. Not for long, about to be committed to the Buckeyes. But you didn't hear that from me. Yeah, you did. You heard it here. He's going to be a Buckeye. Kevin Brown told you guys, put in a Buckeye boom from the Buckeye boys here. I got one in for him. Haven't put one in for Jay yet. Digging around a little bit more before I do that. But I have a 85% confidence level that Kevin Brown is going to be a Buckeye. And that's big time. Number 70 player nationally. The Buckeyes are recruiting him as a tackle, not an interior offensive lineman. Something to keep in mind. He's rated as an interior offensive lineman. The Buckeyes love what they see from him for the tackle position. But on that note, guys, hit the like button on your way out, the subscribe button. Go over to the Scoop on, what is that, Apple Music, or I don't know where you go do that. I'm not on that, but go hit the like button over there as well. Subscribe to the Scoop channel. If you're watching, there's a lot of percentage that aren't subscribed. We're trying to reach 37,000 subscribers. Help us do that, bro. If you're in the chat, remind people, subscribe. Let's get this Buckeye Scoop channel up to 37K subs. Don't forget about the little old Buckeye Boys channel as well. My own channel I got over there. There'll be some times this week, some of these shows might just be streaming on my Buckeye Boys channel only. Some of these interviews, because of the way the timing is adding up now. So if you're not over there, go hit the alert bell, subscribe. That way you don't miss these interviews coming up. But on that note, appreciate you guys. Thanks, Liz. Thanks, Craig. Thanks, Ron, for the awesome words earlier. Appreciate all you guys, man, the support. Couldn't do this without you guys. But on that note, appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Go Buckeyes. OH. I-O.